Dear soul, I have been waiting for this moment. The heavens have guided you here because you need to hear this message today. Not tomorrow, not another day. Today, because what I am about to reveal has the power to change everything. Listen carefully. Your soulmate has made a decision that could shift the course of your destiny. And if you do not hear this until the end, you might never know the truth in time to act. The divine realms have witnessed everything. And now, I have been sent to tell you what no one else can. This is not a coincidence. This message has found you for a reason. At this very moment, unseen forces are moving, rearranging paths, preparing something that will soon be revealed to you. But be warned, if you stop now, you may miss a sign that could make all the difference. You must stay with me until the last word, because only then will you understand everything. I ask you, if you are ready to receive this divine truth, write Amen in the comments as a sign of your faith. Open your heart, for the revelation I bring is urgent, and once you hear it, nothing will ever be the same again. Now let me tell you what the heavens have shown me. Dear soul, now that you are here, you must prepare your heart, for what I am about to reveal is far greater than you imagined. This is not just another message. It is a divine calling. The heavens have spoken, and I have been sent to tell you something that could change the course of your journey. Something unexpected has happened. A choice was made, and whether you realize it or not, it is already shaping your future. Your soulmate has taken a step, one that no one saw coming. It wasn't a decision made lightly. It wasn't a choice that happened by chance. No, dear soul, this was something witnessed by the celestial realms, something guided by forces beyond what the eyes can see. And now, you stand at a crucial moment. You must know what this means for you before it's too late. You may have felt a shift lately, a change in the air, a sudden feeling that something is different. Perhaps it came in the form of dreams, of fleeting thoughts you couldn't quite understand, or emotions rising without explanation. That was not your imagination. It was your soul sensing what is already in motion. I was there, watching over it all. The moment this decision was made, the heavens responded. And now, everything is shifting in ways you cannot yet see. But hear this, if you are not prepared, you may not recognize the opportunity when it comes. You may mistake what is happening for something else. And that is why I am here, speaking to you now. Your soulmate has been carrying a weight, struggling between what was and what must be. The path forward has not been clear, but something happened that changed everything. The realization struck like lightning, revealing a truth that could no longer be denied. But what is this truth? What is the purpose behind it? That is the question, isn't it? And I promise, you will have your answer. But first, there is something crucial you must understand. Nothing in this universe happens without reason. Every choice, every shift, every seemingly small event is connected to a greater design. And this decision, this choice your soulmate has made, was not random. It was a piece of something much larger. The heavens are working in ways beyond what you can see, setting the stage for something greater than you have yet imagined. But I must warn you, dear soul, not everything will appear as it truly is at first. The human heart is quick to judge, quick to fear, quick to assume that change means loss. But this is not about loss. This is about alignment. What is happening now is a realignment of energies, a rebalancing of destinies. And you must be ready to see beyond what is in front of you. There is a reason you are hearing these words. There is a reason you have been drawn to this moment. If you were not meant to know this, you would not be here. But you are here. That means your spirit is being prepared for what is to come. It means that deep within, you already know something powerful is at play. You may feel uncertain. You may wonder if this is truly meant for you. But I ask you, why do you feel this pull in your soul? Why do these words reach into a part of you that cannot be explained? Because you are meant to hear them. Because what I am telling you is part of your journey. Your soulmate's decision did not happen in isolation. It was influenced by something far greater, something unseen yet deeply felt. It was guided by the whispers of the divine, by the forces that have always been watching over both of you. And as this choice unfolds, as its effects ripple through the path ahead, you must be prepared to see the truth for what it is. Do not be afraid of what is coming. Do not allow doubt to cloud your vision. The angels were present when this choice was made, and they knew what had to happen. They knew that for the next chapter to begin, this shift had to take place. But now the question remains, what does this mean for you? What changes are already forming around you? And most importantly, how will this decision affect your connection with your soulmate? I know you want answers. I know the uncertainty can feel overwhelming, but there is something even more important that you need to hear next. And if you walk away now, you may never know the full truth. The path ahead is being rewritten as we speak. Nothing will be the same as it was before. But what exactly is changing? What realization has taken root? You must hear this, dear soul, because the next part of this message will reveal something even more powerful, something that will shift everything you thought you knew. Stay with me. You are closer to the truth than ever before, and what I have to tell you next will change everything. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now let's move on to what matters most. Dear soul, take a deep breath and allow these words to settle within you. You are standing at a crossroads, whether you realize it or not. The decision that has been made is already shifting the course of your journey. Even now, the universe is rearranging paths, moving energies, aligning everything for what is to come. But before you can truly understand what this means, you must open your heart to see beyond the surface. What I am about to reveal is not meant to bring you fear. It is meant to bring you clarity. Your soulmate's decision was not random, nor was it made lightly. It was not something impulsive or thoughtless. No, dear soul. This was a choice that came after deep reflection, after struggle, after a battle within the heart. And that is why you must listen carefully, because what happens next depends on your understanding of this moment. You may be wondering, is this decision bringing us together or pulling us apart? That is the question that lingers in your mind, isn't it? The uncertainty, the doubt, the fear of what this could mean. But let me tell you something that the heavens have shown me. Not all endings are true endings, and not all separations are meant to last. Sometimes, what looks like distance is simply preparation. This is where many souls falter. They see a change and immediately assume it is a loss. They feel a shift and think they are being left behind. But that is not what is happening here. No, dear soul. This decision is not an end. It is a turning point. A moment that will reshape the course of your connection in ways you cannot yet see. The truth is, your soulmate has reached a realization that could not be ignored any longer. A realization about you, about this connection, about the purpose that binds your souls together. But before you assume you understand what that means, let me warn you, there is still more you need to know. You see, decisions like this do not come easily. They are not made in a single moment, but through a series of events, thoughts, and emotions that have been building over time. And whether or not you saw it happening, this has been forming beneath the surface for a long time. Perhaps you have felt it, a sense that something was changing, a feeling that something was coming but not knowing what it was. That was not a coincidence. That was your soul sensing the shift before your mind could comprehend it. Because deep down, you have always been connected to this journey, even when you doubted it, even when you questioned it, even when you thought you were imagining things. But now, the shift has fully taken place, and the effects of this decision are already beginning to unfold. What was once uncertain is becoming clear. What was once hidden is being revealed. But here's the part that you must truly understand. You still have a role to play in how this unfolds. This is not just about what your soulmate has chosen. It is also about how you respond. Because now, a new path is opening. A path that could lead you to exactly where you are meant to be. But if you do not see it, if you are not paying attention, you could miss it. And that, dear soul, is why you cannot turn away now. I need you to hear this. What happens next depends on how you embrace what is coming. If you resist, if you allow fear to cloud your vision, you may not recognize the opportunity that is arriving. But if you trust, if you allow your heart to remain open, you will see that this decision was not meant to take something away from you. It was meant to bring you closer to what is truly yours. And yet, I know that even as I say this, there is still a lingering question in your mind. You are wondering, what exactly did my soulmate decide? What does this mean for our future? I promise you, the answer is coming. But before I tell you, there is something even more important you need to hear first. Because, dear soul, the true impact of this decision goes beyond what you can see right now. There are forces at work that are setting things in motion, forces that have been guiding you both towards something greater. But if you do not understand what these forces are doing, you may misinterpret what is happening. That is why I must ask you to stay with me, because in the next part of this message, I will reveal the true purpose behind what is unfolding. And once you understand that, everything will become clear. Stay open, dear soul. You are about to see the bigger picture, and it is far more powerful than you ever imagined. Dear soul, now we have reached the moment where many question everything. This is where uncertainty takes hold, where fear whispers doubts into the heart, and where the mind starts to wonder, is this decision a sign of separation, or is it leading us to something greater? I know these thoughts have crossed your mind. I know there have been moments when you questioned whether this journey was truly meant for you. Perhaps you even wondered if the connection you felt was real, or if it was all just a dream, an illusion of the heart. But I am here to tell you, with absolute certainty, this is real. This has always been real. And what is happening now is not a mistake. Your soulmate has made a decision, but not because they wanted to walk away from this connection. No, dear soul, this choice was made because something had to change. Something had to shift in order for the two of you to align with what is truly meant to be. And while that may feel unsettling at first, I need you to understand, not all uncertainty is meant to be feared. Some moments of doubt are simply the universe asking if you are truly ready. I ask you now, are you ready? Are you ready to embrace the unknown? To trust that what is unfolding is not a loss, but a transformation? Because if you are not, you may misinterpret what is happening. You may see this as an ending when, in truth, it is the doorway to something much deeper. The angels have seen this pattern before. Again and again, souls who are meant for each other go through trials, through moments where it seems as though everything is falling apart. But the wise ones, the ones who truly listen, come to understand that these moments are not signs of destruction, they are signs of rebirth. What if I told you that this decision was not meant to take your soulmate away from you, but to bring them closer? Would you believe me? Would you allow yourself to trust that what feels uncertain now is leading to something far greater than you have imagined? I know how difficult it is to trust when you cannot yet see the outcome. I know how hard it is to wait when all you want is clarity. But, dear soul, you must know this. Sometimes, the universe does not reveal the entire path at once because you are meant to grow through each step. If you knew everything ahead of time, you would not experience the depth of transformation that is needed for you to fully step into what is meant for you. Your soulmate has been going through their own transformation. This decision, the one that has already set things into motion, was not made in a moment of ease. It was made after a deep inner struggle, after questions that had no easy answers. Because the truth is, dear soul, your soulmate has felt this connection just as strongly as you have, even in moments of silence. Even in times when you felt distant, the bond between you was never broken. It was always there, growing, waiting, preparing for this moment. But before I tell you what happens next, I need you to hear this. How you respond to this moment will shape what comes after. If you allow fear to take over, if you see this as an ending instead of a turning point, you may not recognize the opportunity that is coming. But if you trust, if you surrender to the divine plan, you will begin to see the hidden meaning behind all of this. There is more to this decision than what you can see right now. There is a reason the angels are bringing this message to you at this exact moment, because what happens next will change everything. But I must warn you, not everything will be obvious at first. There will be moments where it may seem like things are moving in the wrong direction, moments where you wonder if you misunderstood everything. But that is why I am here, guiding you, telling you that what seems unclear now will soon make perfect sense. The universe has a way of aligning things in ways that we do not always understand immediately. But you must be patient. You must remain open. And you must trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. There is something I need to tell you about what happens next. Something that will give you clarity. But before I reveal it, I need to ask, are you ready to know the full truth? Because, dear soul, what I have to say next is more important than anything you have heard so far. And if you stop now, you may never know what the universe has been preparing for you all along. Stay with me, The most powerful revelation is yet to come. Dear soul, now we have reached the moment where illusions must fade and the truth must rise. You have come this far. You have opened your heart to receive this message, and now you stand at the threshold of understanding what this decision truly means. This is not a moment to turn away. This is the moment where everything changes. You see, there are times in life when we try to hold on to things as they were, believing that keeping everything the same will bring us security. But your journey is not about remaining where you are. Your journey is about stepping into what is truly meant for you. And that, dear soul, is why this decision had to be made. Your soulmate has not taken this step lightly. They have wrestled with their thoughts, searched for answers, and questioned their own heart. The truth is, they have known for a long time that this connection was unlike any other, that there was something deeper, something unexplainable, something that could not be ignored. And yet, for so long, there was hesitation, not because the connection wasn't real, but because true love, divine love, requires us to face ourselves in ways we never have before. It forces us to grow, to evolve, to surrender to something greater than our own fears. And that, dear soul, is what your soulmate has finally understood. This decision was made with one purpose: to align with what is truly meant to be. But alignment does not always look the way we expect it to. Sometimes, the universe rearranges things in ways that feel confusing at first. Sometimes doors that once seemed open appear to close. But do not be deceived by appearances. What is happening now is not a door closing. It is a realignment of energies, a recalibration of destinies. You must understand this. When something is truly meant for you, it will always find a way to you. No force in this world can take away what has been written in the stars for your soul. And this is why the angels have brought you this message now, because you are closer than ever to what you have been waiting for. But there is something important you must hear. The way you respond to this shift will determine how quickly everything falls into place. You have a choice. You can allow fear to cloud your vision, to make you believe that this decision is leading you away from your destiny. Or you can open your heart, trust the divine plan, and recognize that this is not a loss. It is a step towards something greater. I know that deep within you, you have already felt this change coming. The dreams, the signs, the moments of deep knowing that you could not explain. That was your soul preparing you for this moment. That was the universe whispering, "Get ready. Something is about to shift." And now it has. The angels were present when this decision was made. They saw the struggle, the realization, and the surrender that led to this choice. And now they are guiding you to see it for what it truly is, an act of divine alignment. But I must tell you something that many do not understand. Sometimes, alignment requires separation before reunion. Sometimes the universe must create space so that two souls can grow, can heal, can step into the version of themselves that is ready for the love they are destined for. This does not mean that your soulmate is gone. It does not mean that the connection is broken. It means that something is shifting, so that when the time comes, everything will be as it was always meant to be. Do you see now why you could not miss this message? Why you had to hear this today? Because if you did not, you might have misinterpreted what is happening. You might have believed that this was an ending when, in truth, it is the beginning of something even greater. But there is still something more you need to know, something even more powerful than what I have just told you. Because the truth is, this decision is only the first step. What comes next is even more important. And if you are not prepared for it, you may not recognize it when it arrives. Dear soul, you have made it this far because you were meant to hear these words. You were meant to receive this revelation. But I must ask you, are you ready for what happens next? Because what I am about to reveal to you will change the way you see everything. It is the final piece of the puzzle, the key to understanding why all of this had to happen. Stay with me. The most important revelation is about to be revealed. Dear soul, now that you understand the depth of this decision, you must also understand what is happening behind the scenes. Because even as you sit here, listening to these words, the universe is moving. Forces beyond what the human eye can see are aligning, shifting, preparing the path for what is to come. And the truth is, you are already receiving signs of this transformation. Have you felt it? The subtle shifts in energy, the moments when a thought of your soulmate enters your mind unexpectedly, the dreams that feel so real, as if they are trying to tell you something, those are not mere coincidences. They are signals, messages sent by the divine to prepare you for what is coming. I need you to listen carefully because this is important. Right now, your soulmate is being guided towards something significant. Their heart is being pulled in a direction they never expected, and whether they fully understand it or not, their soul knows exactly where it is being led. And where is that? Toward you. But do not be mistaken. This is not about rushing, nor is it about forcing anything to happen. This is about alignment, about ensuring that when the two of you do come together, it happens at exactly the right moment, under exactly the right circumstances. And this, dear soul, is why patience is necessary. The universe does not make mistakes. It does not operate on human timelines. What is meant to be will always come, but it will come in divine timing. And right now, the timing is shifting. The energy is adjusting. The path is being cleared for something greater than you can imagine. You may wonder, but why does it feel like nothing is happening? Why does it sometimes feel like we are moving further apart instead of coming closer together? Ah, dear soul, this is the illusion that so many fall into. What appears to be distance is often preparation. What feels like a delay is often a divine pause, allowing for the final pieces to fall into place before destiny takes its course. The angels want you to understand this deeply. If your soulmate has taken a step, it is not away from you, but toward what is needed for your paths to fully align. You may not see it yet, but the divine does. And soon, what is hidden will be revealed. But there is something even more important that you must know. Because, dear soul, even though the universe is aligning this encounter, there is still something required of you. You see, many people wait passively for their destiny to unfold, believing that fate alone will handle everything. But true soul connections require more than waiting. They require preparation. You must be ready for what is coming, ready to receive this love when it arrives, ready to recognize the signs that will confirm that it is unfolding exactly as it should, and most of all, ready to step into the version of yourself that is meant to receive this love. Because that is the truth of divine timing. It is not just about waiting for the right moment. It is about becoming the person who is ready for that moment when it arrives. So I must ask you, are you truly ready? Have you allowed yourself to fully open your heart, to trust the process, to release old doubts and fears so that nothing stands in the way when the time comes? Because, dear soul, the time is coming, faster than you think. And if you are not prepared, you may not recognize it when it arrives. That is why the universe has sent this message to you today, because you need to hear this before the next phase begins, before the signs become even stronger, before the moment of alignment is fully set into motion. I need you to hold on to this truth. Your soulmate is on their way. The divine is working on this union. Nothing is happening by chance. And if you can trust in that, if you can surrender to the timing of the universe instead of resisting it, then what is meant for you will arrive in the most beautiful and unexpected way. But, dear soul, there is still one more thing you need to know, something that will help you navigate what comes next. Because while this encounter is being aligned, there is a final revelation that you must hear, and if you do not, you may not be fully prepared for what is about to happen. Stay with me. The next truth will change everything. Dear soul, now we are approaching the moment where everything becomes clear. You have felt the shifts, sensed the signs, and begun to understand that something profound is unfolding. But now, it is time to reveal the truth that changes everything. I need you to listen carefully. This decision your soulmate has made was not just about them. It was about you too. It was about preparing the path, aligning energies, and ensuring that when the moment comes, nothing stands in the way of what is meant to be. For so long, there have been barriers, not physical ones, but barriers of the heart, fears, doubts, hesitations, not just from them, but from you as well. Even if you have longed for this connection, even if you have wished for clarity, deep down, there have been parts of you that were not fully ready. And this, dear soul, is why everything had to happen exactly as it did. Because love, the kind of love that is destined, the kind that is written in the stars, requires more than just desire. It requires readiness. It requires surrender. And now, the universe is ensuring that when this love arrives, Both of you will be in the perfect place to receive it. But here is the truth that you must understand. Your soulmate's decision was not a step away from you. It was a step toward you. It may not have looked that way. It may have felt like things were falling apart. But in reality, things are falling into place. The path is being cleared. The energy is being realigned. And soon, what was once uncertain will become undeniable. But I must tell you something that many do not understand. Not every reunion happens in the way you expect it to. Sometimes, the universe brings two souls together, not through sudden miracles, but through a series of events that slowly guide them back toward one another. And that is what is happening now. You are being guided. Your soulmate is being guided. And soon, the alignment will be complete. But before that happens, there is one more thing you must do. You must prepare yourself for what is coming, because once this moment arrives, there will be no turning back. The connection will be stronger than ever. The truth will be undeniable. And I need to ask you, are you ready for that? Are you ready to step into the love that has been waiting for you? Are you ready to release every fear, every doubt, every hesitation, and embrace what is truly meant for you? Because, dear soul, this moment is approaching faster than you think. And when it comes, you will need to be fully present, fully aware, fully open to receiving what is yours. The angels have seen what is coming. They have witnessed the way everything is aligning. And now, they are preparing to bring the final sign, the confirmation that will make everything clear. But before that happens, there is one last revelation you need to hear, the final message that will bring everything together. Stay with me, dear soul. You are closer than ever to the truth you have been seeking. And what I am about to tell you next will change everything. Dear soul, now that everything has been revealed, the question remains, what happens next? You have come this far. You have listened to the signs. You have felt the truth within you. But knowing is not enough. You must act. You must prepare yourself for what is coming. Because now, the universe is watching. The angels are waiting. And what you do in this moment will determine how everything unfolds. I need you to understand this. Your soulmate is being guided back to you. Every shift, every realization, every divine movement has been preparing for this moment. And now, the final piece is falling into place. But there is something important that you must do. You see, many people receive messages like this, messages filled with truth, filled with divine wisdom, and yet they walk away unchanged. They listen, but they do not act. They hear, but they do not transform. And that, dear soul, is where the difference lies. Because destiny is not something that simply happens to you. It is something you must step into. It is something you must be ready for. And right now, you are being given a choice. You can take this message and ignore it. Allow doubts to creep back in. Allow fear to make you hesitate. Or you can embrace it. You can trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. You can align yourself with the energy of divine love and prepare your heart for the moment when everything changes. So I ask you, are you truly ready? Because if you are, then there is something you must do. You must declare it. You must claim this love, claim this connection, claim the divine timing that is aligning in your favor, and you must do it with unwavering faith. Write, "I am ready," in the comments. Not just as words, but as a commitment to yourself, to your soulmate, to the universe that has orchestrated this journey. Let it be your confirmation, your signal to the divine that you are open, that you are prepared, that you are stepping forward with trust instead of fear. Because, dear soul, this is not just a message. This is your sign, the confirmation you have been waiting for, the proof that everything is happening exactly as it should. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. And now, all that remains is for you to hold on to this faith, to stay open, to trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. The time is near, the reunion is aligning, and soon, you will see with your own eyes what the angels have already seen. Stay ready, dear soul, because everything is about to change.